Hi YouTube, got something a little bit different for you today. So there's this video that's been circling around the internet for some time of the 10th Mountain Division, some army unit that did a shoot house, recorded it, posted it online, and anybody who's ever done any type of room clearing or any live fire exercises on the planet immediately noticed some problems with it, and it went all the way up to the sergeant major of the army, I think it was, who had to apologize for the video on social media, talking about how this is not how we do things. Yeah, I would hope not from what I've seen. Now, I'm going to break down the video, tell you what I think. This is not a blind react. I've already seen it once before, and honestly, I think I can only handle watching it one more time. So I'll bring you guys along for that ride. Okay. I haven't even hit play yet, and I've already seen something horribly wrong with this one scene. Now, in the Marine Corps, doorways, we call that the fatal front. Because if you're standing in a doorway while you're clearing a building or a house, room, you have a higher chance of being shot while standing in that doorway than anywhere else. The moment you open that door, if there's a bad guy on the other side, usually they start to fire. They can also fire rounds through doors. Go figure. So we tried to stay away from that area as much as possible. Spend a short amount of time in the doorway as you can. Why on this planet are all these guys, the entire damn squad, standing directly in front of this doorway? That makes zero sense. That's just, you shouldn't do that. Nope. Absolutely not. Especially not when you have this entire length of wall you can put your entire squad on and stack them right here. Just have them stacked up right here. Enter the door this way. You can. There's probably room. I can't see the rest of the video, but you can stack some guys over here too if you absolutely had to and ran out of room. If you needed somebody to open the door from that side or something like that. Generally, we like to stack all the Marines on one side of the door and file in that way. Maybe one Marine over here opens the door, everybody files in, he files in last and holds rear security. That's SOP. At least while I was there. They may have changed things since then, but don't ever stand directly in front of a door like this, though. Not with your entire squad. It's just stupid. All right, now let's hit play. It's gonna be fun. Oh, I gotta mute the volume on this video too, because I'm pretty sure there's copyrighted music in it, and I'm not trying to get any damn strikes. So okay, that wasn't bad. Guy comes in, kicks the door, but I don't personally. He ain't moving fast enough getting out of the way. The way we like to do it in the Marine Corps is you have one guy here and he donkey kicks the door open so he's not standing in front of the door like this, because if you have a guy with a gun over here, this door comes open, he's firing. Guess who's getting shot though? This guy! And this guy! Because they're right there in the doorway! I didn't even notice this the first time. Why are they both entering the door side by side at the same time? Like that. Now, if see, there's a guy right here. Supposedly, that's a target. There's a target right here. If this guy was shooting, both of these guys just got hit. They're both going down. Now you gotta worry about trying to get care to two individuals inside this room instead of one. That's if you've ever watched any video of anyone else besides these guys doing room clearing, and you see two guys enter a room, it's single file, and that's procedure. You one after the other. The second guy in the stack is holding on to the flak jacket of the first guy. That's so if the first guy takes bullets and goes down, he becomes a fucking shield. Your number two man in the stack is going to be safe from all the fucking bullets because he now has two flak jackets and a body in between him. And you can't get care to that guy until you clear that entire room. That's why you keep pushing in and you use him as a shield, because until you end all the bad guys inside the room, that dude's going to stay hurt. Yeah. And you still got to clear the room anyways. You still got to go back in. So if number one man gets shot, let's continue. Okay, that's he immediately came in and aimed at the targets. They knew exactly where they were going to be. Didn't clear this fucking corner at all, though. If there was one guy hiding in that corner, let me go back and see. Let's go back and check. It's not far enough back. Nope, didn't clear that corner or behind the door at all. Not one person behind the door could have taken out half that fucking squad. That's ridiculous. That isn't safe. Okay, that's just bad. It's probably not these soldiers' fault. They got bad instruction. They got bad training. Oh god. I've already seen this and it's still making me mad. Okay, let's continue. And they pop some rounds off. Now, again, why is this dude standing in the middle of the freaking doorway? Don't do that. Yeah. Now, one thing I would like to bring up, and this point becomes very, very important here in a moment, is you can tell they're firing live ammunition. You can't make the argument they're firing blanks, because not a single one of these rifles has one of these. This is a BFA, blank fire adapter. These rifles won't cycle rounds unless you have one of these, because without a bullet in the barrel or this blocking the barrel, there's not enough gas to blow the bolt back and rechamber another round. So you get one shot and one shot only. And this is one for assault. M4, M16, squad automatic weapon. Yeah. So, you know they're firing live rounds. Keep that in mind. Okay, they got 4 in a very small room like that. Whatever. Oh, God. And right fucking here is the worst part about this entire video. They're on a live fire range. They're shooting live ammunition. Now, kids, what is the first rule of weapon safety? Always assume your weapon's loaded. We know it's loaded there on a range. What is the second rule of weapon safety? The biggest violation you're about to see. Never point your weapon at anything you do not intend to shoot. Where's this guy? Where's this barrel? Why are they moving in front of it? Why is this barrel here? Why is this gun here? Why is this guy here? That is the worst possible case scenario you could put somebody in. And if they're new and they're tradies and they're trading, that makes it 10 times worse. But this... But you got 2 guys flagging what you'll see here in a minute. An entire squad of soldiers. Flagging is when you're pointing your weapon at somebody, barrel first, ready to... like this. This is flagging. The entire squad. Oh, that's a fire team that moved in. 2 guys. Not only that, but what in the hell was the column? You had, from a tactical standpoint, why would you push a column side by side into one doorway, into a room that you don't know what's behind? You don't know what's on the other side of that door. You don't know who's sitting over there. All it would take is one machine gun, one at the other end of that hallway, one burst of enfilade fire, and that entire squad is done. Just out, down for the count. You have 5 soldiers now inside of the room with a machine gun at the other end who just got hit that you now gotta try to figure out how to get to pull back out to fucking... Oh, dear God, it's horrible. And then the flagging! Let's continue. And then they let the door swing shut. He casually walks up to it in front of 2 barrels. Just walks up and... Fucking no speed or intensity in his body. And then, again, single file. Oh, see, if that had been a real enemy right there and they tried to push into a room like that, there's a good chance, because he's already got the drop on you. One, he knows you're in the house from the gunfight that just happened in the room before, so he's ready. He's more prepared to shoot you than you are to shoot him at that point in time. So, That just done. Everybody's dead. Let's continue again. Again! Corners. You have to clear them. You absolutely have to look that direction. When you enter a room, you've got to clear the corners. Also, I haven't seen one single person yet in this entire shoot house look up to make sure there's. I know it's a shoot house one level, but you keep that muscle memory intact. You trade for that muscle memory because you're not always clearing a one-story building. You have to look up to make sure there's no stairwells, no spider holes for people to shoot through or drop grenades through, because that shit happens. That's standard SOP for the enemy, is to try not to get shot. So if they're in the roof and they knock a hole in and they're shooting at you while you're underneath a door passing by, and you didn't look up to see the hole first, by the time anybody figures that shit out in this crowd, the entire fucking platoon's dead. They move in, they blast that one guy. Yeah. Again, why are you pushing 4 dudes into a room like that? There's clearly not enough room for that. Again, stacking up on these doors. Like, oh, God. And this dude just stands up, leans against the wall. That's another big no-no. You don't lean against any type of walls when you're doing room clearing like this. You lean against the wall. They've been known in Afghanistan and Iraq to build IEDs into the wall. You trigger a pressure plate, your fucking entire fire team is done. Just blown to bits because you wanted to touch walls. Bullets also like to travel down walls. You hit a wall like this with a bullet, the bullet will deflect and keep going down. Now you're taking rounds. Also, why are you standing in front of this man's rifle? And why are you pointing the rifle at this man? Continue. Yep, just stand in the doorway, let the door shut, casually walk in, flag that guy on your way in. Again, 2 men, push it. Oh, God. Push it through the doorway with two men side by side like that. It's just one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. This is a training video that should be shown to everybody of exactly how not to clear a room. Seriously. I'm not trying to talk shit about the Army. I'm trying to talk shit about that one incident and those instructors who taught that stuff, because you know those kids ran through that stuff more than once. You could tell they knew where all the targets were, which meant they did some dry firing. I know for a fact they did some. Well, actually, I don't know. They messed everything else up in this, so maybe that was their first time. This is a blind playthrough. Any ranges I did like that, we practiced a full day before actually going live, like 100%. Also, why did they have any grenades? They even gave us practice grenades for stuff like that, because that's how you clear a room. Generally, you would throw a grenade or flashbang in first. You want to at least discombobulate or liquefy everybody in the room before you gotta go in the room. That's just standard procedure. This video hurts my head. I don't think I've had enough whiskey for this. Anyways, if you enjoyed me freaking out, hit all the buttons at the bottom, you know the ones. Thanks for stopping by. If you did, if you made it this long, congratulations, you're the real MVP. Take care, stay frosty, and have fun. But not like that.